He forgot to log out of his fake Instagram account. That's it. That's how everything came crashing down. The truth wasn't uncovered in a dramatic moment. There were no lipstick stains, no suspicious phone calls. It was a careless mistake. One moment of forgetting to log out. And my life changed forever. Hi. My name is Amanda. And this is how I found out that the man I loved, the man I built a life with, was living a double life. Please, don't click away. I'm not telling you this for drama or revenge. I'm telling you this because someone out there, maybe you, needs to hear it. Needs to know the signs. Needs to trust your gut. And most of all, needs to know that you're not alone. It was a Sunday morning. Josh, my husband, had gone out for his usual mental reset drive. He started doing those 6 months ago. He said it helped him clear his mind. I thought it was a healthy thing. A self-care moment. I encouraged it. That morning, he rushed out, like always, and left his iPad on the kitchen table. Unlocked. Still open. At first, I didn't even notice. I was busy feeding our daughter. But when I walked past the table, I saw Instagram was open. Except it didn't say Josh on the top. It was a different name. A username I didn't recognize. No profile picture. Just a blank silhouette. I almost walked away. Almost. But something in me, some gut feeling I can't explain, made me sit down and look. And what I found was not just betrayal. It was a second life. This fake account had messages. Hundreds of them. To women. All types of women. Some looked young, like barely legal young. Others were older. Some were clearly models, others just normal girls. He had conversations going back over a year. Flirty messages. Dirty messages. Lies. So many lies. He told one woman he was a single dad. Another that he was divorced but co-parenting peacefully. Another that he had just gotten out of a toxic relationship. And he was sending them pictures. Some of him at the gym. Some at our house, but always cropped so they wouldn't see the family photos in the background. I scrolled in shock. It felt like I was floating. Like my hands were moving but my brain hadn't caught up. Then I saw a name I recognized. Lisa. Not my best friend, but a mom from my daughter's preschool. We'd had coffee together. She'd hugged me at the holiday party. And there she was, calling my husband babe. Saying things like, wish I could sneak over tonight. He replied, can't risk it. My wife's suspicious this week. My blood ran cold. I wanted to scream. To throw the iPad across the room. But my daughter was right there, playing with her cereal. So I smiled at her. Held back the tears. And slowly started planning. That night, I didn't confront him. I acted normal. I even asked him how his drive was. He smiled and said, just what I needed. The next few days, I watched him like a stranger. His smiles, his touches, his routines, everything felt fake. Like I was living with a man wearing a mask. I copied screenshots. Messaged a lawyer. Called a therapist. I wanted to scream at him. But I wanted more to be smart. 5 days later, I asked him calmly, Josh, have you ever cheated on me? He paused. Looked nervous. Then said, of course not, Amanda. You know I'd never do that. So I pulled out the iPad. Opened the fake Instagram account. Scrolled to Lisa's messages. And handed it to him. He froze. Didn't say a word for 10 full seconds. Then he whispered, "You weren't supposed to see that." That was it. Not "I'm sorry." Not "I messed up." Just, "You weren't supposed to see it." And in that moment, I knew this wasn't a mistake. This was a choice. 100 choices. Every message, every photo, every lie, a choice he made without thinking of me, of our daughter, of our life. I packed a bag that night and left with my daughter. I stayed with my sister. For 2 weeks, I cried. I didn't sleep. I questioned everything. Was I not pretty enough? Was I boring? Did I do something wrong? But therapy helped. Time helped. And eventually, I realized his cheating was never about me. It was about him. His need for attention. His lack of respect. His cowardice. Let me tell you something I learned that saved me. Cheating is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of their weakness. You can be the most beautiful, loyal, supportive partner in the world and still be betrayed. Because the issue is not you. It's their emptiness. And that emptiness can never be filled by breaking someone else's heart. Today, I am rebuilding my life. One piece at a time. I'm not ashamed of what happened. I'm proud of how I handled it. I didn't explode. I didn't beg. I walked away with dignity. Because I love myself. And I love my daughter too much to let her grow up thinking this is what love looks like. If you're in a relationship where something feels off, trust your gut. That feeling you keep pushing down? It's trying to protect you. And if you've been betrayed like I was, please know. You can rise. You can heal. And you can love again. But only after you love yourself enough to walk away from what's breaking you. If this story touched your heart, do one thing for me. Like this video. Comment the word truth so I know you stayed till the end. And share it with a friend who needs to hear this. That friend who's been second-guessing everything. That friend who smiles in public but cries in private. That friend who deserves better. Because sometimes, the smallest mistake, like forgetting to log out of a fake account, can expose the biggest lie. And sometimes, that's exactly what we need to be free.